name is Captain Cat017, and I welcome you to Not an Actor. Join me as I learn about stage, voice, and camera acting. As we journey, please keep in mind that I'm not a professional actor, hence the name of the podcast. We're learning together. Please welcome Nadia.
Hey, Captain, oh my Captain. My name is Nadia. How are you, everyone? I'm happy to be here. I'm a little big girl from Toronto. I don't know why I said that, but I'm from Toronto. And yeah, that's me.
That's you.
That's it. I am. This is me.
I was so close to making, I don't remember what it is. Is it Camp Rock? I don't know. Anyway.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Nadia.
Yes.
So.
That's me. That is still me. Yes.
Yes. We met through a voice acting project that I'm currently hosting, but you are actually a trained stage actor, would you say?
I am more trained than others, but yes, I am. I trained as an actress on stage back in college. It was a pre-university thing for me. It was art and literature, but the main profile was stage acting. So yes, I've been trained in acting on stage.
Right. So you mentioned college. Did you start in college, or have you been acting for longer than that?
Oh, I've been acting for longer than that. I always been interested in acting. I liked to be the center of the attention. Sorry, I mean in a good way, obviously.
Yeah.
So I started when I was in grade 6 of elementary school. It was an extracurricular activity. So if I remember well, it was on Thursday evening after school. I would gather with some other students from my school, and we would plan stage plays for the other kids, and occasionally, for the whole school and their families on evenings. So yeah, I started there.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
So just quickly, for anyone who didn't see the introductory episode, could you go over the difference between stage, camera, and voice acting?
Of course. So stage acting, you need to make yourself big. You need to project your voice. You need to project your voice so everybody up to the last row can hear you. And you cannot rely on your facial expressions. Because the last row will not see it. So you really have to make yourself, I'm not sure how to explain it, but you have to make yourself big on stage. You have to take the stage. You have to, gesticulate with your arms without giving the impression that you want to fly away. I don't know if this makes sense, but
yeah. A large stage presence.
Yes. As opposed to acting on camera, you have lots of close-up on you. So obviously you will use your facial expressions, your body language, your tone, your eyes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you don't have, obviously you have to have some presence as well. But you don't have to make yourself as big as you would be on stage, right? Voice acting is a little, you have nothing but the voice. You don't have your expressions. People will not see it. You have to communicate all your emotions through your voice only. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't make funny movements in the studio, because sometimes that helps you bring out the voice.
Yeah.
But ultimately, all the emotion, all the messages will come through your voice only. So those are the differences.
Thank you. So
yeah.
You have done stage performances in the past, right?
Yes, I did.
Are there any particular performances you'd like to mention just quickly to see if people know them?
Sure. There was one that was popular because obviously when you study stage acting, you also study where it's coming from. So mostly it's coming from Greece, ancient Greece. Entertainment there was very big. And so we did a play called Lysistrata, and it's a comedy. And sorry, the story is about the whole Greece and the different cities in Greece going to war, and the women are sick of it. The women don't see their husbands. They're worrying all the time. They're sick of it. So all the women of all the cities in Greece go into I don't remember the word, sorry, but basically they stop having sex with their husbands. So this is where it gets, funny, because then you have all this, the man like, what the heck is going on? Our ladies don't want to be with us anymore. And of course the ladies have some cravings of their own, and they're having a hard time to maintain their, this idea of we have to, like, if they want to have sex with us, they're gonna have to make peace, right? So anyway, it's all the funny thing about it. And the other one was part of an extracurricular activity, again, still in college, but it was a musical play, the Broadway version of Beauty and the Beast. And I didn't have, I didn't have a big role in it. I was the enchantress at the beginning, but it was still a lot of fun.
Well, any part is better than no part.
Oh, of course. Yes, of course. Even if you don't have a role, like sometimes you're just part of the cast within a group. You don't have lines necessarily. But I mean, you need those, you need those groups to bring the story alive. So it's everything everybody has an important role.
Yeah, of course. And I'm sure you've heard the phrase "pretend everyone's in their underwear."
Yeah.
Is that effective for you?
No.
Like when performing to an audience?
No. I heard that a lot, and I don't really understand the sense of it. Because I mean, when people say that, pretend they're in their underwear, it's like saying like you're afraid of the audience. So to make them less frightening, you're gonna pretend they're in their underwear or some other silly form, right? But it's not the audience that's scary. It's the knowledge that there's somebody who's watching you. That's what's scary. Anyway, for me, it doesn't work. Like, even if I would try to believe that, then it would be funny to me. And then I would, laugh within myself, and I would realize, oh, what's my line again?
Yeah, I think,
yeah,
things like that are very distracting. If you're focusing on the audience and pretending they're all in their underwear, you're more focused on the audience than your performance, I think.
Yes. And honestly, well, for me anyway, as soon as you get on stage, first of all, you don't see them. You might see the first or second row, but because all the spotlights are on stage and on you, you don't really see the audience. They're all in the dark, right? So as soon as you start playing on stage, you soon forget that somebody is watching because you're in the zone, right? So, sorry, I touched something. Yeah, so you're in the zone, so you forget that people are watching you. And my go-to for calming myself, because I mean obviously you need to learn your lines. How many times did I have a nightmare that I was forgetting my lines, and then obviously then that people are watching you, right? But if you learn your lines and you go through rehearsals and you'll do fine, right? So this is a great help. Learn your lines, But my go-to really would be just a deep breath, and talking to the other students as well, the other actors. You talk to them and you just calm your nerves like that. You just, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm gonna puke, and they're just feeling the same. And so everybody is talking, reassuring themselves, everything's going to be fine. And you have this great energy of excitement And it's just, yeah, that's my go-to really. For me, there's, yeah.
That leads perfectly on to my next question, which was going to be, how do you personally calm your nerves?
Well, there you go. Yeah, breathing technique. It was, and it's just doing deep, long breath helps. But that's what I was doing before. But my coach now, which is my voiceover coach, because it works as well for voice acting, because it's just as nerve-wracking, is also doing a breathing technique. But this time, when you breathe in, you breathe deep, slowly for about 4 seconds. Then you hold your breath for about 6 seconds. And then you exhale, you exhale for about 8 seconds, and then you repeat until you feel calm, composed, and ready to go.
Yeah, I've always heard that breathing is good, just like in general. I've heard that it's a pretty good practice to keep, just like in life.
It keeps you living, yeah.
Yeah, shame I'm asthmatic, but
Oh, okay.
We'll move on to a quick game before we continue with the rest of the questions.
Okay.
So, this game, basically, I am going to say the name of a musical and read a synopsis of said musical, and your task is to guess if it is real or fake.
Oh, okay. All right, let's try that.
I had quite some fun planning this one out.
I bet you did. All right. Are you going to mix things too? Like you're just going to come up with something if it's a fake one, or you're going to mix both of them?
If it's a fake one, it will be a completely fake synopsis. Okay. But each of them will have a title and a synopsis. So I won't be just saying, this one doesn't have a synopsis.
Okay, so, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Our first one, Dracula.
It's fake. No, sorry, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Abraham Van Helsing investigates the mysterious illness of a young woman. With the help of her father and fiancé, he discovers she is the victim of Count Dracula, a powerful vampire who is feeding on her blood.
I will say this is true.
That is correct. That is a real musical.
Yeah. To be honest, I was not sure if it was Van Helsing, but the synopsis overall felt right. Like, because I did not see the musical, but I did see the movie from what's his name? Bram Stoker, is that it?
I wish I could help you.
I don't.
Here.
I'm sorry. I'm
clue.
not sure. But I did, and that was the story, so I went with it. Yeah. So I'm happy I was right.
All right. Our next one, God of War, the musical. God of War, the musical, takes inspiration from the game series God of War that follows Kratos, a Spartan warrior who serves the Olympian gods. The goddess Athena tasks Kratos with killing Ares, the god of war and Kratos' former mentor, who tricked Kratos into killing his wife and daughter. As Ares besieges Athens out of hatred for Athena, Kratos embarks on a quest to find the one object capable of stopping the god once and for all, Pandora's box.
I'm gonna say, and it's intuition, I'm gonna say that it's fake.
What makes you think that?
Because I know God of War is a game, but I never heard that it was made into a musical. So I'm gonna say that it's a fake one.
It is fake. In fact, God of War the musical is an individual song made by a YouTube channel called Random Encounters.
Oh, so there is a musical?
Well, technically yes, but
not professionally done.
It's just an individual song that more just covers the events of the game.
All right.
Okay.
I'm doing better than the first take.
Yeah.
All right.
Our next one, Spider-Man, the musical.